The great Chinese philosopher Sun Tzu once said that if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. In today's episode of The Different 7, we'll explore how this concept can help you get better at networking.
Have you ever been in that situation? You go to a networking event, you're wearing a sharp suit, you have a well-made business card, but at the end of the night, it feels like a waste of your time. It feels like you didn't have the right conversation, it feels like you didn't meet the right people, it feels like something was missing. Well, in today's episode of The Different 7, we'll talk about how doing your research can prevent that situation. I will talk about 3 ways you doing your research can make networking become much more profitable today. When it comes to research and networking, the first important thing that you have to know is learning to research yourself. That sounds crazy, but let me give you an example. Not too long ago, I went to this networking event. There was a senior bank guy talking to a graduating student. During the conversation, the senior bank guy asks the student, "What is your permanent objective?" And this is what the answer sounded like. You know, at this point of my career, I'm really looking for an employment opportunity in a bank, great people to work with, the opportunity to see different things, maybe something to kickstart my career in the right direction. That's not really the best answer you can give to such a question because it's quite vague actually. First of all, there are many different things that you can do in a bank. You can be in investment banking, strategy, customer relations, software development, the list goes on and on and on. But to me, that answer was symptomatic of a bigger problem. This student wasn't really sure of what they wanted. And that's a big problem when it comes to networking. If you're not really sure of what your future should look like, how can you have conversations with people to eventually help you get a better future or to get to your objectives if you're not really sure what the roadmap should look like? So one thing that is really important is being able to know exactly where you want to be in your career and understand how other people can help you get to that objective. On the same topic, you have to understand that when you go to a networking event, you have to really be aware of what you stand to gain from that encounter, no matter if you meet one person or a group of people. And to make it easy for you, it's always going to be one of 3 things. 3 things. It's either going to be information that you can learn, relationships that you can create, or opportunities that you can access. So no matter the networking encounter that you get into, no matter if you meet one person or a group of people, you always can gain one of 3 things. Information, relationships, opportunities. So next time you go to a networking event, you got to ask yourself the question, what do I really stand to gain? Can I learn something new? Can I meet new people? Do I have access to opportunities if I go to this event? And that will help you tremendously because then you're able to have much more strategic conversation and you're able to detect the people that you need to have these conversations with much faster. The next important thing is, being able to research the people you're going to be meeting. That's one thing that unfortunately is not being done enough or not being done at all by most people. That makes a world of a difference. You have to understand that most people that are great at networking have this in common. They're able to get into most conversations with the ability and the information to ask intelligent, thought-provocative questions, get to understand what they can gain in terms of experience and skill set from the people they're talking to, and lastly, present themselves as professionals that do their homework. Those are a lot of benefits, but fortunately, it's quite easy to research people in 2018. For instance, if you're going to meet someone in a one-on-one setting, it doesn't take too long to be able to understand what has been that person's career path, what they have in terms of experience and skill set, who they know, and how all this information can benefit you as a person. And the difference that makes is that you're able to get into that conversation by not having to ask questions that won't really benefit you as a person. Like say for instance, do you work here? Where did you work prior to this position? But really ask strategic questions in terms of saying, okay, with your breadth of experience, with what you know, what I know you know, how can I get to the next step of my career? And that's the skill set that makes a big difference. In a group setting, is the same thing. Let's say if you go to a networking event, there is going to be forcibly industry influencers to some degree. The people that will be attending that event are from an industry, have certain interests, maybe work in certain companies. And the more information you know, the better you are armed to get into that event and be able to shake hands with people and know a little bit more than everyone else, appear more prepared than everyone else, and have better conversations than everyone else, because you know exactly, okay, I know this guy, he's in investment banking, he's in venture capital, I'm interested in that, I know he's going to be here, or people from his company are going to be here. I should talk to these people, I should find a way to talk to these people and make networking become much more profitable in that manner.
Hello guys, this is Mustafa Sek from the Different 7 channel. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave us a like and hit that bell button. This channel is all about startups, startup investing, and the skills you need to be successful in that world. Stay tuned for more.